Yo, what's crack? And welcome to another episode of the Tournament Arc, the Rant Cafe, a live stream that we do once a week on either my channel or Anime Uproar's channel. Link in the description. Next week it will be on his. Today with me, I have the legend, All Day Anime, who's here every week, and it's great to have him.
Great to be here, bro.
Yeah. Link to his YouTube and Twitch in the description, since he's a Twitcher.
Yeah.
He's a Twitch thought. All right. Also, we have Too Spooky, the king of analytical top tens.
Oh, hi. How's it going?
Yo, great to have you.
Great.
Also, we have Frankie, an up-and-coming One Piece YouTuber.
Yeah, what's going on? I don't know like 75% of the animes on here, but I'll do my best.
Yeah. Okay. The intros are kicking it today. Mudan! We also have Mudan TV.
Yeah,
The
hey
great
guys.
editor of AniTube.
Yeah, I'm totally unqualified for this, but let's go.
All right, this is going to be great. So the tournament bracket will be the thumbnail of this video after the stream is over, and it is also my last tweet on Twitter. Link to my Twitter is in the description. All right, I think that basically covers the intro. Yep.
Yeet.
All right, does anyone have anything they want to say before we begin? Or no?
No mercy. I totally didn't Lord Twiggle this bracket into my own favor.
Oh, yeah. And if you look at the center of the bracket very carefully, you will see Lord Twigo's face.
Mwah.
The power of Briggs. All right,
Mwah.
so that's how you know
YuYu
it's going to be a
Hakusho.
great time.
You could introduce the bracket. Go for it.
All right, sounds good. Now, since Briggs has a hate boner for Todoroki, in the first round, they put My Hero Academia's tournament arc against the Dark Tournament from YuYu Hakusho. Nice job,
So-
Briggs.
No contest, right, guys?
I even asked him to change it, and he changed all the changes I asked him to, except for that one. He
Oh,
made sure.
I accepted your first change because next to him, with very transparent and small, I had it saying I suck next to
Yeah, I saw that.
Todoroki.
It was
And
amazing.
Todoroki's face is the only one that looks like he's constipated.
Even the Law of Ueki guy is badass in comparison. Oh my god, you're so horrible.
I followed that instruction. I changed some other stuff, but I don't want to see I don't want to talk about My Hero Academia, that tournament, or Todoroki winning it. Well, no, actually, wasn't it Bakugo?
He didn't win.
It was Bakugo,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
That's why it's
Bakugo.
so good. That's how it should have been.
Yeah, man.
That's fair. I don't know. In regards
Except
to that tournament,
Bakugo was my last choice to win. Todoroki
Yeah.
or Deku should have won. But
I mean,
What?
Deku pulled some bullshit out of his ass with that flip.
every single character pulled it out. Oh my god.
Dude,
The
I
whole
love My
tournament.
Hero Academia, but the tournament arc was one of the worst arcs, in my opinion.
What?
Okay, man. So I liked the tournament arc. Let's get this straight. I love Todoroki in the tournament arc, even though I know you hate him. But I thought he should have beaten Bakugo, and I think Deku should have beaten him. Like that on a pure power scaling level. No?
I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all.
Well,
But
I mean,
My Hero Academia
Deku
doesn't make
can't
sense.
really use his abilities that well at that point in the story.
Very
Like-
true.
Like anytime he does anything, at least a part of his body is just gone.
Yeah.
Dude, he flicks away a glacier, and then he punches full force Todoroki in the nuts, and he flies back 2 feet. It's like, oh! Then he just gets back up.
Yeah,
After
but
the air pressure from his flick destroys a glacier.
it's definitely better writing to give it to somebody besides the main character, though. I mean,
For
that's
sure.
just favoritism at that point.
Well, it's favoritism, and Deku's quirk is OP.
Okay,
True. But he
what
can't
pissed me
use
off
it.
about that entire tournament is when Deku got mind controlled. It's
Oh my god.
Oh my
either
god, yeah.
just
Asshole.
shut up, use your what the information that was given to you to defeat this guy and have a good fight, or the second you say something, you lose. You don't get out of it with willpower or the bullshit
I
part of the
thought-
corpse friendship.
That was amazing, though. Oh, come on. The guy says to him, I will sacrifice myself so you could know Shinso's secret quirk. If you answer his question, you lose. Okay, don't worry. I won't answer his question. Don't worry. Don't worry. Then he walks in, answers his question, and plot armors his way out.
Isn't Deku supposed to be a
Ah.
strategic guy? How do you say something? I don't understand. Just put some duct tape over your mouth.
I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. And then Bakugo's explosion got way stronger because he twirled really quickly.
And Todoroki's being a little bitch, oh, should I use all my power? Should I not use all my power? Shut the fuck up.
It's like every single fight was like Deku wasn't really trying because he was trying to wake up Todoroki, and then Todoroki wasn't really trying because he was having his, mental breakdown during Bakugo's fight. But all that aside, I love the My Hero Academia tournament. Does it compare to the Dark tournament? No, my vote goes to YuYu Hakusho's Dark tournament.
See, I actually prefer YuYu Hakusho's first tournament over the Dark tournament. I just wasn't feeling the Dark tournament near as much.
Whoa.
But like, I think at that point, I could just tell that like, I don't know, the story was ending, and I didn't think it ended quite as well as it should have. So like,
whoa. Which tournament are you talking about? The Dark tournament's the one with Toguro.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of the. Never mind.
Not the demon guys.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's called like the Three Kings or something.
For some reason, I thought that was the Dark tournament. It's been a long time since I've watched Yu Yu Hakusho.
You guys remember that fight where like it was those like Yusuke threw a knife behind his foot and the other guy did too, so they couldn't move and they were just like punching the shit out of each other.
It was
the
hype.
manliest thing. It was so hype. Honestly, that's such a great fight, and I'm voting for the Dark tournament as well.
Oh yeah, definitely Dark tournament in that case.
So we got 3
right.
votes.
We already have 3 votes.
Frankie,
Frankie, Thomas.
Frankie.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho, so
You're missing out.
yeah, I know. I'm kind of working on it, but I guess I'll just agree with you guys that you probably know what you're talking about.
Well, you get okay. Can we give My Hero Academia some votes, please?
Like,
Yeah,
it's great, but it's not.
It was a good tournament.
I mean, I feel like I can't really vote here.
Well, then this is going to be a very sad tournament arc if no one votes for anything.
I'm gonna go with My Hero
okay.
Academia.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, mostly because I haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho, but I
Mostly because of that.
Well, that's what I like to hear. Just take it with pride. Like if you haven't seen it, don't even say that you haven't even seen it. My Hero Academia, all the way.
Of course, man.
Okay, so we have 4 votes for Yu Yu Hakusho and 1 vote for Hero Academia. So Yu Yu Hakusho wins, and we'll be able to talk about that on the next round, next bracket, because that's going to be brutal. Freaking
I'm upset that you rigged this one, Briggs. You
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm also upset.
You set My Hero Academia up for failure.
Oh, yeah.
Put it against the fan favorite tournament of all time.
I originally had it against the tuning exams, but I'm like, okay, I'll be a little bit nicer and put it against the Dark tournament since there might be a little bit of controversy there.
You are an evil mastermind. Truly a disciple of Lord Twigo. Truly. Anyway, next round. Whoa, it's 2 unconventional tournaments that most people wouldn't call tournaments, but I call them tournaments, so we can have 16. Aren't I a genius? It's Future Diaries tournament. The entire series is a tournament. And Fate Zero's Holy Grail War tournament, because the entire series is a tournament. Come on, I'm a genius.
And they went together so nicely, so I had to put them in the same bracket.
Of course you did. Of course you did. And I think that everyone votes for Fate Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
just
disagree with
speak on-
that.
Oh, there we go. Muden.
I'm just not a fan of the Fate series at all. So
I just haven't seen either of them. So
Okay. Okay, so
I think I'm just gonna have to flip a coin here.
okay, please don't flip a coin and vote for Fate Zero. It's one of the best anime of all time.
I guess I'll just
What?
have to agree with you.
Yeah.
Like,
the best anime of all time.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
I
but-
said one of the best anime of all time. And how many of you have seen Fate Zero? I'm not talking Fate Stay Night. I'm not talking
I'm
other
talking
Fate
Fate
stuff.
Zero.
Fate Zero.
I actually only seen Fate Zero. I haven't seen any of the other Fates.
Really?
Well, at least you saw Fate Zero.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It was pretty great.
But Ryder didn't win, so that kind of
Ryder
man.
is one of the coolest characters. He's so badass. And
Oh my
charisma
gosh.
on another level.
I don't know. I just want to see Ryder becomes friends with Escanor, and that would be like a dream come
oh
true.
man, yeah.
Imagine a conversation between them.
Ryder would say, "Join my army," and he would say, "Well, why would I join your army if you're lower than me? I just pity you." And he's like, "Oh, I pity you too. Join my army." It'll be a nice friendly conversation.
And then they both just start laughing. Ha, 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 ha.
Okay, so Seth Weaver donated $2 to say your mom is a Sakura. Wise words, but no you.
Nice comeback.
Yeah, thank you. I've been practicing that one. So Fate Zero wins. Fate Zero wins.
Well, I'm voting for
Yes.
Fate Zero. I didn't like
Yeah.
Future Diary that much.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely Fate Zero.
Fate Zero wins. Yay. Okay, next we have Hajime no Ippo. Why did I just call it that? Hajime no Ippo versus Haikyuu. Oh my god.
Two of my favorite sports anime.
Two of my favorite sports anime. But I vote for Haikyuu because even though everyone likes Ippo better, I have to say I'm more of a Haikyuu guy myself.
Really?
And yes. And the final episode of the third season brought tears to my eyes.
So which tournament are we talking about here in Haikyuu?
The second one. It's all one tournament. It's like the whole second season is like one tournament.
Well, I mean, there's a tournament in the first season too, right?
Yeah, but the second season was better.
I agree.
All right.
No, I'm just making sure we're on the same page here.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna vote for Hajime no Ippo just because one, I like Hajime no Ippo better than Haikyuu, but also the All Japan Rookie Tournament is fucking amazing, and Sendo versus Ippo is or Rocky versus Ippo, whatever you prefer, is probably one of my favorite fights in all of anime. Just like Sendo walking onto the match, like the second the bell rings, I have chills all over my body, and the fight was unbelievable. So I'm gonna vote for Hajime no Ippo. Nux voted for Haikyuu.
Like, this is fair. I'm not upset if Ippo wins. I'm just more into the whole team play thing. I like how Haikyuu is a family that's fighting as opposed to an individual.
Oh, and
I'm
it's an
totally
amazing
going-
family too. You love all the side characters, or I love all the side characters.
I'm totally going with Bree because I agree. Ippo got me much more pumped up.
Nice.
I mean, as someone who's oh wait, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Frankie or Spooks, have you guys seen them at all?
I'm ignorant to both, right? But my stance would be that boxing is much more of a tournament-related sport. Like, it's a one-on-one, and you just move up to different challengers and everything. So I feel like it's just more natural. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas volleyball doesn't really strike me as a tournament type thing. So
Well,
I would
it's a
just have to
tournament
go.
team.
Well, I mean, I
Mhm.
understand that, but boxing is just more. It's more manly. It's got the tournament vibe. So I'm gonna have to go with Ippo.
Nice.
I can't disagree with that. Whenever you speak in that voice, I'm used to your top tens, and I'm like, oh, I totally agree with everything you just said. It's like, anyway. So I guess the winner is Hajime no Ippo.
Frankie, what would you have voted?
I would have had to have voted Haikyuu just because Briggs wrote off My Hero in the first round.
Ooh.
Straight revenge.
Sucker
Oh,
punch.
man. All right. Well, it was in vain, valiant as it was.
Yes.
The next round is Seven Deadly Sins tournament, the Vizel Fight Festival 1 or the Vizel Fight Festival 2. But two pretty pathetic festivals versus Dragon Ball's massive universe of tournaments. Whether you like the Tournament of Power, which is a very original name for a tournament, by the way, or all the tournaments in Dragon Ball, or the Cell Games, which wasn't really a tournament, even though some people try to convince me it is.
It is. It
Like
definitely
Too
is.
Spooky, for example. But since I'll just have to kick us off here because I'm going to be the one controversial one in the group this time, like usual. But I am working on a video right now. It's actually finished. I need to upload it about talking about the Vizel Fight Festival and Seven Deadly Sins. And it's pretty awesome despite only being like 1.5 episodes. So I'm going to vote Seven Deadly Sins on this one, and you'll have to see why when I upload that video.
You're insane.
Thank you.
Well, I'm voting for Dragon Ball. Like,
Yeah.
I love the Seven Deadly Sins so much. I don't even like the Tournament of Power that much, but that tournament is even better than the Vizel Fight Festival, in my opinion. But then if we go to the Dragon Ball original tournament with Master Roshi in it, like, oh, this is the nostalgia on another level. I'm gonna have to vote for Dragon Ball 1-1.
Just from the sheer number of tournaments, I think Dragon Ball's got this one beat. 'Cause, I mean, you've
that's
also got the
cheap,
tournament
man.
where the not King Piccolo, but normal Piccolo comes in. The Cell games. There's just too many good ones to pick from. I mean, not even going into Dragon Ball Super.
Make your decision based on your favorite tournament. Would you
I mean-
vote for Dragon Ball?
Yes, definitely. My favorite's the Cell games. My boy Gohan. I think you know what I'm talking about, Briggs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My man Hercule.
Well, he's like the Lord Twigo kind of Dragon
Yeah.
Ball.
Exactly. And he participated and quote unquote won this tournament. I mean,
Well,
can you really deny?
What a
look, I
legend.
can't deny what I don't understand, but what I do understand is the Cell Games isn't really a tournament as much as it's Cell standing
mean-
there waiting for Goku.
Hey now.
Well, Have
Hey
you ever
now.
played Mortal Kombat?
Hey now,
Apparently
you're
that's-
right.
Yeah.
But you're
What?
one guy facing everybody.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Cell Games won. Do any of you guys want to disagree? I knew that Seven Deadly Sins wasn't going to win this one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, just go with Dragon Ball.
All right, so we have 4 Dragon Ballonians. And we move on to the second side of the bracket. The tuning exams from Naruto, since I think that's like the only tournament somehow, even though you'd think that it would have like 12. Against the Law of Ueki's tournament, which was actually really sick.
Was it?
Oh, Anime Uproar in the chat mentioned that I should have included Keijo, and he's right. Keijo's a
Keijo versus
Swept
tuning
the bracket.
What?
I'm kidding. What'd you
KJ
say,
would have
Spook?
just swept the bracket. It's not fair.
Yeah, Keijo would have destroyed. Yeah. Hey, Briggs would have put Keijo against Hero Academia in the first round just to like make sure it's done. Anyway, so despite liking the Law of Ueki, which I totally have seen, by the way, I'm voting for the tuning exams because it's an epic arc. It's my personal favorite arc of all of Naruto. And I would love to hear what you guys have to say.
This is probably nostalgia speaking, but yeah, I have to agree with Naruto. I mean, that's like the OG
Right.
exam.
Like, that's like my childhood.
Exactly. Rock
think it's
drops his weights. You're in for life.
Oh, yeah.
Rock Lee versus.
Oh,
Naruto.
yeah.
Whoa!
Naruto versus Mari.
5-0. That's crazy. Kenichi. Yeah, it wasn't a turn. There was no tournament.
There was a tournament in the manga, but I couldn't really put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No one
I've
read
seen it.
Kenichi's manga, right? I mean,
Not
half the
creator
people
or
I know
anything.
that actually watched Kenichi are because of you. So
Well, you should. Everyone
I
watching.
did. I
How
actually
many
watched
people-
it before you, before I knew you.
Oh, nice. A man of culture, I would say.
Yes, truly, because it was on Netflix and I had nothing else to watch.
Same.
But anyway, the next round is the well, I don't know which one you pick from Hunter x Hunter. I mean, we could pick the what's it called, the Heaven's Arena,
It's not
or
really a tournament.
the exam, the Hunter exam.
the Hunter exam ends with a tournament, right? But like, I'd rather just because
Well-
let's be real here.
Well,
guys.
they're
I
really
think it's a
they're
tournament,
kind
really.
of competing against each other the whole time.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So and it's against Mar. So now from Martian Awakens. Now the thing is, Mar, I have not seen the whole Mar. All I have seen from it is that it's a worse version of Fairy Tail. And everyone's probably thinking, a worse version of Fairy Tail? How could that exist? And yeah, well, I disagree. I actually kind of like Fairy Tail, and this was even worse. So I'm going to vote for Hunter x Hunter for being one of the best shonens of all time against Mar for not being one of the best shonens of all time.
I just love the whole concept of Heaven's Arena, so I'm gonna go with Hunter x Hunter.
Wow. I really can't believe you'd like Heaven's Arena more than the Hunter exam. But yeah, I'm definitely going with Hunter x Hunter on this one.
The exam was cool, but I don't count it as much of a yeah.
There's a final tournament at the very
This
end
is like,
to make it count.
it's kind of sad that we're underselling Mudan here. He's the weirdest YouTuber ever, aside from maybe me. Don't sound so normal, man. Get into it. What's going on?
Don't put me on the spot right now.
Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. Anyway, so let's do it this way. Does anyone vote for Mar?
Nah.
Okay. Great. Hunter x Hunter wins. Next. Briggs, this is the one that I hate you for. I don't care about that you put My Hero Academia against the Dark Tournament. This one's going to kill me. It's the
So-
Grand Magic Games from Fairy Tail against the Autumn Festival. I think it was Autumn from Food Wars.
Yeah, whatever that main festival was. There's a couple, but like the main one.
And you, sir, are the douchiest of douche.
Yeah, he asked me to change Fairy Tail for My Hero Academia, and I just couldn't let it slide. Couldn't happen. I need to
I
see you make this
didn't. I-
decision.
I don't know if I asked you that one. I didn't want to put it.
I thought you did.
Well, we could check the logs of our conversation, but I
I
believe
really
I
don't
did
care that
not because I didn't want Fairy Tail to lose against Dark Tournament.
Really?
So, since I prefer Food Wars to Fairy Tail, but since I prefer Food Wars to almost anything, and I love that tournament so much. It was one of my favorite tournaments in all of anime. Like, but the
Which is
Grand
fucking
Magic Games,
insane since it's food.
and it's food. Oh, I mean, if they had a JoJo reference in that arc, which was pretty incredible, and which definitely makes it better on the scale, but I still have to vote for the Grand Magic Games from Fairy Tail for being one of the most emotional tournaments I have ever seen. And I will give you my speech But I have a feeling you guys are just gonna vote for Food Wars because you don't like Fairy Tail because it has a stigma, even though it was a sick arc.
Well, we don't know what they've seen. Like, we don't know if Muden's seen Fairy
Nope,
Tail
I'm going
or
with Food
Soma.
Wars. Yeah,
What'd you say? Sorry.
I'm going with Food Wars.
Nice.
Anybody else?
I'll go Fairy Tale.
Yes.
See,
one?
I haven't seen anything of Food Wars yet, and I'm slowly making my way through Fairy Tail right now. And like, it's not that great, I will admit, but it's all right. Like, it's watchable, I would say. It's definitely just a you turn your brain off and enjoy it type of show. But everyone who's ever like talked to me about Fairy Tail, like even remotely, they always say that the Grand Magic Games are the thing you need to see. Like, that's what I'm watching. Like, that's what I'm waiting for.
Oh,
So I have to vote for the Grand Magic Games. Like,
Yes!
I've heard nothing about.
I can't
Food
believe
Wars.
it won.
Like, I've heard nothing about Food Wars, but everyone hypes up the Grand Magic Games for me. So like, I have to be like, okay, the hype is there. I need to see this. So that's what I'm gonna vote for.
Spooky, I love you, and when you watch it, definitely let me know.
Oh, I will. I will.
I definitely need to check it out. I've heard great things about it, even though I've
Oh
watched
my
the first
God.
100 episodes of Fairy Tail like 3 times. I can't get past it. I get bored, stop watching it. I'm like, oh, I forgot everything that happened. I can't start from there again. But yeah, Food Wars is amazing. It's like one of my favorite anime at this point. I would 100% vote for it, but it's already over.
Like, I love Iron Chef. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah,
I don't know anything about it.
No, Food Wars kills anything you've ever seen. I love Food Wars too. Kind of sad it's out. I didn't think it would die here. Oh
Hey,
well.
you helped
would've-
kill it.
I would have
I
voted.
did
Yeah.
help, but the
I
Grand
can't believe that happened. I would have voted Food Wars over basically anything on this list except for like 1 or 2 things, which I won't
Yeah,
say.
same here. Food Wars is for sure on my top 5 in this list.
Yeah. Top 3.
Oh well. Top 3?
Yeah.
Good,
Top
good,
10
we
anime
nipped it in the
betrayals.
bud, huh? Anyway, so the next round, the final round of the first round, I am being very affluent today, is the Dressrosa tournament from One Piece versus the fight to become the Shaman King from the Shaman King.
I'm going with Shaman King. Yeah. No, because mostly I haven't seen that tournament arc, but like I have watched 380 episodes of One Piece, and in that whole time there wasn't really any that noticeable tournament arc. But in Shaman King, like, yeah, they had some pretty cool moments.
All right. Well, at least it gets one vote because that tournament video that I was telling you about, that I'm talking about, 7 Deadly Sins tournament arc, I'm also talking about the Dressrosa one, and it's actually pretty damn good. And the title to that video, spoilers, is going to be Useless Amazing Tournament Arcs, where I talk about Dressrosa and the 7 Deadly Sins. So I vote for Dressrosa, and you will see why soon.
I'm just a One Piece tart at this point, so I'm gonna vote for Dressrosa just because I haven't seen the Shaman King. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Nice. One Piece wins, hopefully.
Hopefully. We have
I
the
mean,
power
One
of
Piece is what I
Spooky,
know.
Spooky and Frankie on our side, 2 One Piecers.
Oh,
I mean,
GG.
One Piece is what I know, so I guess I would have to give it to One Piece just by default. But like, I guess I don't know. Going through One Piece, like there isn't a tournament arc up until Dressrosa, so I think it was nice to have like, even though tournaments are kind of like an oversaturated thing in shonen, I think it was a little like a nice breather. Even though Dressrosa was long as hell, but
Yeah.
it
I
was
like the
fantastic.
battle royale style.
All right,
Yeah.
so two comments in the chat. Guarav says, "Where are the Pokemon tournaments?" And yeah, I didn't think to put Pokemon tournaments. That would have been cool.
What about
And the next-
Yu-Gi-Oh? Would that count?
Yeah, why didn't I put Yu-Gi-Oh? I didn't think of them. They're like kids. I in my mind,
Oh, what is
that
it
would-
called?
that would have been really good.
Yeah.
The Pegasus tournament.
yeah.
Well,
would've-
honestly, if I were to pick a tournament, which one would I pick from Yu-Gi-Oh? I mean, probably Battle City. To be honest.
Battle City is a close second for me, but I don't know. I forget. Like, what it's called.
Or what's that thing called from GX? No, I'm kidding. Don't get offended. And also, Tazka says, "What about the Foxy arc?" And yeah.
Oh my god.
And we recently found out that it's actually canon, apparently.
It's not. No way.
it is. I promise you,
I
it's
can't
canon.
believe
No,
it.
it's definitely canon.
I
That's
triple
ridiculous.
checked.
Oh my god. Well, it's
Yeah,
I
not
don't
really
deal
canon.
with filler.
It's
I
fake
don't deal with
canon.
it. It's bullshit canon, is what it is.
All right, it's a proper title.
I
It's
tell my friends
manga
to skip
filler.
it.
Yeah. Well, what was your favorite arc in Yu-Gi-Oh? By the way, just asking out of curiosity.
The first one with Pegasus, but I liked Battle City a lot too.
I didn't like the first arc that much. Like,
Well,
I like it. I like
for me, once we're being all controversial here, it's the 5Ds arc, the first 5Ds arc. With the
I
Dark
never
Sun.
got that far, if I'm being
yeah,
honest.
no chance.
Oh
Is that,
well,
is that
That's,
motorcycle Yu-Gi-Oh?
that's motorcycle Yu-Gi-Oh.
Does Capsule Monsters count?
Well, I guess it's a movie.
Oh,
but
Capsule
I
Monsters.
actually loved those movies. Damn. Anyway, we're on to the second round of the tournament. Yay! Everyone's so hyped you could barely, survive the tension here, right, guys?
Yay!
Ooh.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. We have crazy.
Oh my god! YuYu
Hell
Hakusho
yeah!
versus Fate Zero. I can't believe it.
For
Who
fuck's
will
sake.
win?
I don't appreciate the sarcasm, man. That's kind of my thing. But also, I love Fate Zero and I love the Dark Tournament. And of course, you put them in the same corner. Briggs. Stroking his mustache. The evil Lord Twigo. Anyway, so this one's YuYu Hakusho's Dark Tournament against the Grail Wars from Fate Zero. And while the Dark Tournament's amazing and YuYu Hakusho's amazing, I still think Fate Zero isn't the 3 best anime of all time. So I vote for Fate Zero.
Whoa.
3?
I mean, I'm voting for it, but that is like pretty bold statement.
Yeah, it's a kind of a personal thing also. You're right. Maybe not. But
I think the ending's amazing.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
so
I'm still going with
Steven
you.
Alvier in the chat says, "Hey Nux, just started the stream from the beginning. Say something for me when I catch up. Thanks." So
Did you do that last time too?
I think he did do that last time. Well, Steven, you're a pretty swell dude, and you clearly understand the right time to show up, right? When Fate Zero is about to destroy YuYu Hakusho.
And on that note, I vote for the Dark Tournament.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The Dark Tournament, there's no question here. Like, Toguro was the epitome of, like, intimidation. This is classic here. Like, this is, like, one of the original tournament arcs we're
All
talking
right, so if
about.
we're talking villains, you like Toguro better than Gilgamesh, which I pronounced brilliantly.
Well, I mean, I would...
I love
man.
Gilgamesh.
I don't know who Gilgamesh
I'm
is.
just telling you, by the way, Briggs, if YuYu Hakusho loses, I'm going to kill you.
I'm gonna freak
Two
out.
now, right?
Even though I vote for Fate Zero.
Well,
Oh my
me
God.
and Spooks voted for it already. And was it 2-2?
The
Yeah,
whole
it's a-
tournament is so good. The Dragon of the
This
Darkest
tournament's so
Flame.
good.
Oh, Dragon of the Darkness Flame!
Kuwabara. He doesn't
Kuwabara
do
was
anything,
beast.
but he's there.
I don't
He
know.
is
I don't
there.
remember the guy who Yusuke fought, but that manly fight is all I need to think about to vote for the
It's
Dark
like
Tournament.
Chew or something like that.
Yeah, the Australian
Shoot.
guy.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
Guy with the
That
mohawk.
was amazing.
Like,
Yeah,
every single
Mohawk
fight was
Australian guy.
fantastic in that whole arc. Like there
The
wasn't like
entire
a
arc.
boring moment.
Every minute was amazing. But then again, Fate Zero every minute was amazing too.
See,
Lowly Genkai. Come on.
it took me a
guys.
little bit to get into Fate Zero though, because I didn't like Kiritsugu that much off the bat. So like I was enjoying Ryder and Gilgamesh on the side. So it took a while for me to really get into Fate Zero. And then the ending happened. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. This is the best anime ever. But like overall, I think if I'm just focusing on the Dark Tournament, like I have to vote for the Dark Tournament.
You're telling me that this other tournament has a better moment where two men put knives at their feet and just punch each other in the face until one of them's down. You're telling me
Yes,
this other
it's
tournament has a better moment.
It's called Rider.
Yeah, I mean,
Ryder's
the funny
so
thing is
sick.
though that it's not even really a tournament, like a tournament arc at least.
It's a tournament anime.
Yeah,
Tournament
like the whole
anime.
thing is a tournament.
Yeah. When Ryder is sitting there and he's drinking with
Yes,
Fever and
the
then Gilgamesh,
best thing ever.
and they're all
Oh my
drinking
God.
together, and Assassin shows up and he says, "Oh, come, my brothers, drink with us. Wine is like your blood." And then the guy like knocks the goblet out of his hand. Like I said, this wine is your blood. If you want it spilled, then so be it. Then he uses his move. Oh my god! Big Zero was amazing. I'm happy with my vote, even though screw you for killing the Dark Tournament.
Toguro, Bui, he shows up. He looks like a shogun. He
Oh,
spawns
God,
his
Bui.
axe. The axe is 3 times the size of his body. And Kie comes up. He's this little midget dude. Destroys him.
Okay, so Hiei single-handedly is half of my love for the Dark Tournament.
That should they're right there. It should be
So is it all up to Mood and TV based
All
on
up to
what
Mood
we
on
said?
TV.
Yeah,
would
at
you
this
vote for?
point, you have hyped up the Dark Tournament enough, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Oh,
No!
lame.
Attaboy,
Thank
Spooks.
you! I cannot believe this.
Yes. I
Link
love
to
that.
everyone is in the description except for Moot. No, I'm kidding. No, I can't believe. No, Fate Zero.
One of my favorite one-liners though in Fate Zero is when Gilgamesh like has the he's talking about the like goblet or whatever, like the final thing where you get a omnificent wish. I can't even speak right now. And he's like, I don't even care about winning this tournament. I already have everything the world has to offer, or something like that. Just so nonchalantly.
Gilgamesh is an amazing character. What a pretentious, terrifying villain. Him meeting Escanor. Ooh.
Oh yeah,
sick.
that would be nuts.
No, but every scene with Ryder in it is a legend. Every single scene where he's looking at the TV and he says, "So, boy, where do we procure one of these B-2 things?" And he's looking at like this fighter jet or this stealth bomber or something. He's like, "I don't know, but this Clinton guy may be a problem." It's like, let's pillage a nearby village. Oh my God, he was such an amazing character. I can't believe he's out. Oh. Anyway, Buster Cannon says, "What the? Mood on TV is here. Love your content." Yeah, same here. Anyway,
Mudan is a legend.
basically. So now that Fate Zero, rest in peace, Fate Zero, is gone, we have Ippo versus Dragon Ball. I don't give a damn.
You're so upset, eh?
Oh my God. Fate Zero is in my 3 favorite anime ever. So, kind of.
I'm gonna vote for Ippo, without a doubt in my mind.
I'll say Dragon Ball.
I'm gonna have to vote for Dragon Ball as well.
Ooh.
I haven't seen Dragon Ball, so I'm gonna go with Ippo.
Ooh, so I have all the power. Now,
right.
which one did
Nuts.
Briggs vote for again?
Fuck you.
Did Briggs
Fuck
vote
you.
for
You
Ippo?
have to
Oh,
remember.
what a pity. How sad. It means I'm going to have to vote for Dragon Ball, doesn't it?
Oh, just remember that in one of the tournaments in Dragon Ball, Goku uses a Kamehameha with his feet. I think that should be enough to sway your decision.
Oh, yeah. Oh, then in that case, no problem here. Dragon Ball, absolutely.
Ippo's Dempsey roll. Ippo's Dempsey roll.
with the
feet,
Briggs. The feet.
His feet, man. Can you compare that to a boxer? Oh, we should have totally included Megalobox.
Oh, fucking yeah.
Any of you
can't
watching
even-
Megalobox?
I am, but you
Yeah.
can't even fucking compare Megalobox to Hajime no Ippo. Like
No.
Megalobox is cool. I like it. Ippo is just on another. Ippo was Gilgamesh, and like I don't even know I don't even know who I want to compare. Sakura is Megalobox. You want to compare them?
Wow, that was a good. That was scary. Whoa.
Go ahead, Muden.
No, I'd say Megalobox is above Ippo for me.
Are you
Whoa.
kidding me? Oh my god.
No,
Oh,
not just the tournament arc, but like overall the way they tell the story and how it progresses.
Well, I have to say that the only thing Megalobox has over Ippo is music.
Well, there's only been 9 episodes so far in regards to
Soundtrack.
storytelling, right?
Oh,
Like,
and I can already
give
tell.
Megalobox 100 episodes or 150 episodes and see if it could have like a coherent and like immersive story throughout.
Well, it's
You know,
a totally different type of story. It can't last that long. I'm so happy that it's only 13 episodes or whatever. Anyway, I'm enjoying it, and I'm sick, so I'm coughing my head off. It's driving me nuts. Couldn't record all week. But now that that's out of the way, we can move on to the tuning exams from Naruto versus the Hunter exams from Hunter x Hunter.
I also set this up as
Yeah,
well.
I know. I saw that. But this one I'm happy about because this is like a good fight. Oh man.
Yeah, this
Anyone
is
who votes for Hunter x Hunter, sorry, but the fan base will tear you apart. I
I'm doing it
anyone who
right
votes
now.
for Naruto.
I'm doing Hunter x Hunter right now.
Whoa.
I think tuning exams is a little overrated, honestly. Even though I said earlier that like is my
back, you
childhood.
scoundrel.
Naruto's the first anime I ever saw, and it's really good. But like, I think the Hunter exams are insane.
Insanely bad compared to the tuning exams. I vote for the tuning exams. What a sick comeback, Nux. Yes, very
Next.
I mean, it also depends. Like, do you consider like the sand attacking part of the tournament? I don't think
I
you
mean,
do that.
I would say that's the cutoff point.
Right. If you add
It's
that, then
interesting.
okay.
I
but-
kind of think it is part of the tournament because
I mean, it's part of the arc, but it's not part of the tournament, is what
Right.
I would say.
But are we voting for tournament arcs or for tournaments?
I say
Oh,
for
true.
this specific like set scenario, we include all of the tuning exams versus all of like the Hunter exams, just because they're so long, and like technically some things like in the hunter exam shouldn't even be considered a tournament. So if we're gonna consider all of the hunter exams, we should consider all of like the tuning arc.
Well,
That made
that's
sense
just
at
no
all.
contest then. I feel like if we nerf the tuning exams, quote unquote, here, it's a little bit more of a fair comparison. But
We're not
I'm
looking for a
open to
fair
either.
comparison. We're looking for one to triumph and destroy the other. The thing about the hunter exam is, I really liked it, and it's a great way to set up the main characters of the show. But the tuning exam set up the entire Naruto anime. We were introduced to a threat, an existential threat of Orochimaru. Everyone was terrified of just Jonins in general. There was such awe for these guys. Like Gaara is wrecking Lee, and his final attack comes, and Guy just like brushes it out of the way. Like we have a awe in our minds about the elite ninja, and that's aside from the epic moments. Lee versus Gaara was probably one of my favorite anime fights of all time. I mean, that's not even like hard to think about.
Yeah, no, for
Shikamaru
sure.
versus Tamari is so cool.
Shikamaru versus
Yes.
Tamari was amazing.
That was great.
There's very few fights in that whole tournament that like weren't good. And like if you count the forest too,
And
which
the
is
written
definitely part of
exam
the
was
tournament.
amazing too. Even
the
the
written exam was fantastic.
dude, I had
yeah.
chills.
Right.
They mock.
You had-
Yeah.
Frankie, would you like to change your vote?
I mean, I guess
So
if we're
hard.
doing the like plus the sand invasion, then yeah, we got to. I mean, come on. Like third Hokage dies.
You want his death to be in vain?
Do you want
Right.
Nice.
Like we see like Hashirama and Tobirama for the first time. Like there's no way it's not. I mean, it's gonna win the whole thing. Like if we're adding that.
Should
What's
we
it
not
gonna
add
stop?
that?
Well,
I think we
not
should
add
nerf it at the point where this like the cutoff point when the invasion
Yeah.
starts. Like that's my opinion. Like that's when the tournament ends. You know what I mean? It's no
Yeah.
longer a tournament arc after that. It's just like, well, technically, I think it's even considered a different arc, but I don't know
Really?
for sure.
I was gonna say just against
how's
Hunter
this?
x Hunter will do it, and then afterwards we nerf it just because like Hunter x Hunter we're considering so much shit that's not even a tournament.
What?
Well, I mean, what part
in
of
Hunter
the
x Hunter.
exams isn't a tournament, though? You know what I mean? I mean, like, it's like a, especially when they're on that island where they have to get the numbers. I mean, that's more like a who comes out on top type of thing because you need to get these numbers to beat everyone
Oh,
else,
yeah.
and people die. Like, that's a part of a tournament, I would say.
Well, the whole thing is, I mean, only so many people can pass. Like you just get eliminated as the whole
Mhm.
arc goes on.
That sounds more like an exam to me.
And like they had a cooking segment. You know, Food Wars didn't make it, so.
Well, I'm voting for Naruto.
Don't-
so
don't-
I mean,
who
I'm
are
still
you
voting for Naruto.
Well,
I'm
the
just
thing,
trying
the
to
thing
give
about
Hunter some
Naruto,
credit.
even if you want to make the cutoff by the sand invasion thingy, you do realize that the whole tuning exams in itself was setting up the sand invasion thingy, and that is part of the exam itself.
I guess a lot of people who are participating in the tournament, it was only for the invasion, right? So it's
Well,
it's
the
all
way
part
it
of
was set up with the way the finalists were 5 leaf guys, 3 sand guys, with the sound guys that were already taken out. It was definitely setting up something big. Orochimaru was scheming. There was something there. We got Jiraiya training. I don't know if that's part of it, but that doesn't matter. It was sick. I vote tuning exams.
I
Sorry,
gotta
Frank.
vote tuning exams too.
Yeah, I'm
But-
going with tuning too.
It's really painful at the same time. It's bittersweet.
Yeah. Absolutely, because the Hunter exam, as someone in the chat mentioned before, they made just running feel awesome. And yes, they did. I don't get, speaking of that just running thing, and while Rant Cafe is famous throughout the galaxy for going off topic, that one fat kid with the computer that was running, that was like, oh, my brilliant calculations. I've calculated everything.
Oh yeah, it's so
What?
good.
You don't think you had to do like 4 push-ups in this exam, dude? I don't think none of that had to do with your calculations. This is far longer than I've anticipated. I've trained only to run X amount of miles. What a moron. Anyway, just had to say that. Also, Hisoka was amazing, but oh well. Sorry, Hunter
Every
Hunter.
Every time he's on screen, really.
Oh man.
Togashi still got another chance. He's still in the race.
Yeah, right. We could do another tournament. I have faith in him. All right. He does love tournaments.
I mean, YuYu Hakusho's still in the game, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, he's still got a chance.
yeah.
So you're
yeah.
telling me there's a chance.
All right, next is the Grand Magic Games from Fairy Teru versus the Dressrosa arc. Dressrosa tournament, not the Dressrosa arc, because
Dressrosa
One
wins.
way,
Fairy Tail.
What?
Yeah, it's got to
Oh,
be
you
Fairy Tail. I mean, I really think the One Piece one was like not
It
really
was just
even
okay.
comparable.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it wasn't even that. And I mean, Luffy ended up switching out anyway. Like he didn't even participate in the entire thing.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
like in
Sabo
that
was pretty
defense,
hype.
we got introduced to Sabo.
Yeah,
that was a
true.
great introduction.
Something
And
that
also,
made me salty.
Bartolomeo is a beast. I love.
Oh
him.
yeah, he's really good.
I love him. But I still vote for Fairy Tail's Grand Magic Games, and I'll give you the speech if you need it. Let me know if you need the speech.
I think I need the speech.
All right, prepare for the speech. So it all started 7 years ago, back when the entire Fairy Tail core guild was wiped out by a dragon. Spoilers.
Maybe we should stop there.
All right. Okay. Well, anyway, let's just say, you know the time skip in One Piece and how awesome it was when they got together?
Yeah.
Fairy Tail did that better.
Oh, I mean, I guess just the amount of hype I've heard about this specific arc, like I'll vote for it. Just because Dressrosa was like the tournament arc was cool and everything, and it was fresh, but like it was nothing like overly special.
Yeah.
Useless,
It's
amazing
insane.
tournaments.
Yeah,
Useless, amazing
exactly. So like, I guess for that reason, I'll just have to vote for Fairy Tail just out of what speculation. We'll just give it that.
Yeah, and I'm
Rip.
sorry, chat. I'm sorry, fan base, if I've let you down, but you gotta open your minds, you know, embrace the Fairy Tail for the weirdness it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna get
Even if-
smoked in the next round anyway. So.
Even if the tournament is that amazing, it's not worth watching.
No comments. I enjoyed Fairy Tail, even though, then again, you know, whatever.
Maybe I'll just watch the tournament at this point.
At least watch from the time skip, because that's right before the tournament.
No.
No. Okay. Anyway, we're entering the semifinals. Yay! Everyone's so hyped. You can barely see how they'll manage to survive through it. Can someone say something,
I saw that,
please?
Briggs.
Oh my God.
I saw that.
All right. So anyway, my excited teammates,
Brethren.
let's go through this. My brethren. So we have the Dark Tournament from YuYu Hakusho. Versus
Oh my god.
something from Dragon Ball.
Fuck, how did Dragon Ball make it through?
I have no idea, but I vote for the Dark Tournament. You know, best tournament in anime aside from Fate Zero. Maybe the tuning exams. Maybe Fairy Tail Grand Magic. Can someone? Are you guys really contemplating this?
No, I mean the Dark Tournament
Yeah.
wipes Dragon Ball's tournaments out of the water.
Yeah, of course. I'm
I
totally
find
with
troll
that tournament.
nuts, but it's not gonna work out. Rip.
Oh well.
Dark
Do we have
tournament.
was that 5 votes?
Yeah.
I would have voted for
Whoa.
Ippo, just saying.
Well, Ippo's
Same.
gone, Briggs.
Yeah,
We're
revenge.
still alive in my heart.
Anyway,
You got it through round one though.
yeah.
True.
Moving on to the other semifinals. It's the tuning exams versus the Grand Magic Games. God damn it.
How did the grand? Oh, sorry. I was freaking
why I
out. Right
love
now.
these
How did they make it through?
Existential crisis.
Well, at least you did a good job killing My Hero Academia, Briggs.
Yeah, thanks.
Even if stupid Fairy Tail somehow wins, which it won't,
It should have switched
Um,
spots with Dragon
My Hero
Ball.
Academia is dead. That's what matters.
Oh, true.
So no
know
one's
how-
saying anything.
I'm
I
gonna go with
mean-
Naruto. Of
Yeah,
course.
100%.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, come on. I don't think we really need to say.
So Rising in the chat says the only reason Ippo is not winning the entire thing is because Nux is trolling. And I vote for the tuning exams because even though the Grand Magic games were amazing, as I've expressed, not as I've expressed a lot because no one watched it because of spoiler stuffs, tuning exams was incredible. It was incredible. It was like art.
Tyler says Briggs rigged and lost. I mean, My Hero Academia is out, and the Dark Magic Games. Oh my god, the Dark Tournament is still in, so I'm still happy. And tuning exams I love. Ippo wasn't gonna make it far enough because people just haven't seen it. Spooky, Frankie, actually two people only haven't seen it, and Nux is a troll.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. How kind. Does anyone have anything to say? Who's voting for the Grand Magic games?
Nobody.
Okay, 5 votes for Naruto. Yay!
I thought everyone voted already, or was I wrong? Did
Oh.
I send that a little bit short?
I didn't notice. So the finals are the Dark Tournament from YuYu Hakusho versus the Chunin exams from Naruto. Honestly, I don't need to toot my own horn, but I totally expected these to be the finalists. Just from glancing at the tournament, the bracket right away,
For sure.
I expected these to be the finalists.
I'd be disappointed if it wasn't the finalists, if I'm being real here.
Well, my boy Fate Zero has something to say on that. Anyway,
So are we doing the cutoff
what cutoff?
for Naruto?
What does that mean? Oh,
Like-
that cutoff. I thought you
I
meant
would
cut off.
say yes.
I hope you're ready for next week, where we tell you which one wins.
I feel like the tournament
Only if Dragon Ball was here.
stops when the
Final
invasion
next time.
starts. At that point, like it's no longer a tournament; it's an invasion. Like I feel like that's a completely separate arc in its own right. I don't know if it actually technically is, but I'm gonna consider it as one.
I'll allow it. 'Cause I want the
I
Dark
feel like
Tournament
it's
to win.
fair. Because like if you give Naruto the whole entire invasion as well, like it's gonna landslide. This will make it like a fair fight, in my opinion.
It's actually a really hard one. It's really hard to make a choice here.
I'm having deep-seated issues in my brain right now.
I'm just going through like the written exams and the trees, and then all like the 1v1 fights, and I definitely have to pick Naruto here. I mean,
All right, so the moral of this stream is basically that Too Spooky needs to see Fate Zero, and that Frankie needs to see Yu Yu Hakusho.
pretty much.
All right, so that's the takeaway lesson here, kids.
Yeah.
So let them vote first.
I hate having a cold. Having cold sucks. By the way,
Like I'm just trying to like bring myself back to both of the times when I've watched these two particular arcs. Cause like Yu Yu Hakusho is the original tournament arc in my mind. Like, but I also grew up with the Chunin exams.
Yeah, the nostalgia is like swaying me to Naruto a little bit, even though I feel like if I watch both of them right now, I'd probably say the Dark Tournament's better.
It's so tough. Like for the Dark Tournament, it's definitely more of a straightforward
there's a
like,
single-
you versus you type of thing. You know what I mean? Whereas Naruto had I don't remember if it's called the Forest of Death or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
But they
I
had
don't
that.
think there was any fight. I don't think there was any fight in the Dark to Lee versus Gaara.
Okay, but
I don't know,
Oh
man.
no, I disagree.
I
That
don't
one
know,
fight
man. There
against
was
that
a
guy with the spiky hair that doesn't even matter. I don't know his name. That fight was badass.
I don't think that particular one was as badass as Lee versus Gaara, but like the whole entire arc and even like before that, they're setting up Yusuke versus Toguro. And it's,
One thing that threw me off was Togoro's like, "Oh, I'm at last at 85% power." Okay. Now I'm at 100% power. I lied to you. That was secretly only 90% power. Like, what's his percent power thing? That was the thing that bothered me most about Toguro.
It's
But-
not even his
I can
final
see
form.
that.
That's what's so hard to understand.
Okay, but how many final forms can one guy have? Like, I understand if you have 50 forms, but then at least say you have 50 forms. You can't have more than like 4 or 5 final forms, or then they're
So
not
like,
the final
what if
form.
Frieza was like, "This is my final form," and then afterwards he's like, "Nah, I lied." That would be awesome. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, okay, but that's different than Toguro counting down his percentage. I am unlocking 47.4% of my power.
Words are a part of battle as well, Nux. Okay.
Yeah, I guess. And he terrified everyone by his statistic ability. It's like, oh no, did you see him calculate his power so perfectly? But aside from all that, I'm right now thinking back to the times where the entire tournament, the demons in the stands, everyone was voting against the humans, right? And the entire time they were trying to come up with loopholes to get them kicked out, or they had to fight certain rounds with only 3 people against 5 people. And the
Yeah.
boat. Oh man, the boat. Yeah.
For me, I feel like Naruto has like certain points that are like were higher or like better, but overall, I feel like the Dark Tournament was just so consistently amazing.
like they were both so consistent though. Like Ino versus Sakura is probably the lowest
Worst.
point of that.
I
whole
tried to
arc.
rewatch the Naruto tuning exams, kind of love it so much, and I still ended up loving it, but it felt so slow. There was so many parts.
I could see that.
You can see that happening. When
Okay,
you're young, man, it
Naruto
doesn't
got
matter.
swallowed by the snake. How many episodes do we have to wait for him to blow the thing up? But
Exactly.
I have to say, even though it hurts to say this, I'm gonna vote for the Dark Tournament. Even though I have more nostalgia towards Naruto, and even though I love the tuning exams, and there are things that the tuning exams did better. For example, Gaara versus Lee.
Yeah.
I
Great
think-
example.
Yeah, right. Thanks. I think that the Dark Tournament, if it was consistently a 9, then the tuning exams was fluctuating between a 7 and a 10.
Great way to. I think that's a great way to like say it.
And so
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote
Having
for
rewatched it.
the Dark Tournament arc, even though I don't know it as well, but I'm still gonna vote for it because it was incredible. Whole
It's
thing.
so tough. Like I'm trying to think of like intimidation factor, right? Like Tagoro was by far more intimidating. Like Gaara was the most intimidating thing about it. Like I remember one specific scene where like somewhere in the stands, like at the finals of the tuning exams, like Gaara just killed 3 people just because he felt like it. I forget who saw that, but they were pretty freaked out.
So I was just destroyed in the
pretty
chat,
Didn't
by the way.
girl just like wipe out half the stand and just kill everyone, like half the people watching?
Dude, Tagoro doesn't give a shit. Like,
Yeah, to a fact, like if that was your point for why
I
Garo was a
will-
badass, Tagoro
after all
fucking
this
wiped
is
out half the
done.
people watching.
I will have a glass of orange juice with ice.
He makes orange juice sound badass.
The unknown
okay?
otaku in the chat donates $5 to say that he'll prove Nux wrong about not being final can be good. I'm not exactly sure about the English, but he says this is his final donation. So touche. There can be
Wow.
more than one final. I'll allow it. He defeated me. I was defeated.
I feel like I have to go with Naruto. I feel like no moment in the Dark Tournament matches Lee versus Gaara, and I feel like that's
Right.
unfortunately what it has to be for me. Because like, if Yu Yu Hakusho can't beat that high point, even if it's more consistent, I'm upset. But I
We're
have to
all
go with
killing
Naruto.
ourselves here. Oh my god. No, I'm still Dark Tournament. I think that the darkness of the Dragon of the Darkness Flame, the first time it was used and it decimated the other guy was amazing. And then
Oh,
the
yeah.
second time it was used where he made it his sword. And then he
See ya, boy.
oh my god, that was so great. And in the final round where it was the top 5 guys, where each of those 5 guys were individually able to take out teams. And for whatever reason, Yusuke and Old Lady Chan was gone because they were like in the cave training. And it was just the 3 guys, Yoko Kurama, which was incredible.
Oh, I forgot about Yoko Kurama.
Oh man, it was Yoko Kurama, Hiei with his mastery of the darkness flame, and Kuwabara against these 5 awesome guys. And they stood their own. Oh my god. I'm still happy with my vote for Yu Hakusho.
I'm gonna vote for the Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament as well. So I think that's 2-1, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm going with Naruto.
Yeah, I voted
Oh,
Tuning
Naruto.
into nostalgia.
I voted Naruto already.
Oh fuck.
No. You want to change your mind? It's
Dude,
not.
I'm so on the fence. I don't know if I want to change. I feel like I should just stay with my original answer, but I don't
think I'm
know.
upset either way.
I'm on the
Tuning
fence
exam,
real hard.
Fucking amazing. They're both amazing.
Dark Tournament. For the sake of the fan base. Seth Weaver says Naruto is better.
Like, I think I'm just gonna stay with what I originally said, but it's beyond a close call.
Guys, say what you vote for in the chat below. Just like obviously
let's
Naruto
see.
already won, but like we'll have a consolation winner for the chat.
All right. The chat decided not to say anything.
I mean, it's delayed, right? It's a live stream,
Oh,
or slightly.
maybe. Yo, fan base, help us out here. Hunter,
Hakusho,
Hunter,
Naruto, Yu
or
Dark, Naruto, Dark, Dark.
Oh,
Naruto,
boy.
Dark,
Wait,
Naruto,
whoa!
Naruto, Naruto.
Hakusho.
Oh my
Pokemon.
god. Yeah. Oh shit, it's so
It
bad.
is pretty split.
It's pretty like that's what I'm saying. It's so close. Like, there's so many hype moments in both.
All right,
but-
so we got a donation that said Hakusho. That's good.
Right, so that's like 10.
That counts as at least 10. Oh man,
Oh, it looks like Naruto.
look at it
Maybe-
go!
All right. All right, hold up. Maybe we should make a pros and cons list here.
All right.
I feel like that's the only. the only way to do this.
It's all on you, Spooks.
I mean, it
face-
already won. Maybe I'm just wasting my time here. Never mind.
I'm
It's
stressed.
just-
I think
kicking
I
ass
think the
and
Dark
shit.
Tournament actually has no cons. It just
It has
the
no-
high points of Naruto might be better, but I don't think the Dark Tournament has any cons. Well, Naruto pacing's a little bit slow, right? You got fucking Sakura versus Ino. Takes like 9 episodes inside
Got
of a
that
snake.
one episode with Konohamaru in middle interviewing everyone.
Well, I mean, put pacing aside.
canon?
I mean, you can just read the manga and
All right,
breathe
fair,
through
fair
it.
enough. Fair enough.
With pacing aside, I think Naruto wins.
I don't know. I feel like no, pacing aside, Naruto does not win. The Forest of Death, for example. While I liked it, Sasuke versus Orochimaru, what was going on there? Like, was he really putting up a fight against Orochimaru?
Well, I mean, what
I
can
mean,
you
like-
do?
For example, and also, like Lee getting destroyed by the sound guys. Oh, come on.
The forest wasn't that great, but I think the
Neji
written
doing absolutely
exam,
nothing. The written exam was great. The
written exam was amazing, and the actual tournament was amazing. So like the only thing that kind of sucked was the forest. Not even that much.
Well, I mean, Sasuke didn't even have his Sharingan until after that, right? Or
No,
am I
he had
just
it before.
misremembering?
No, you're misremembering. He got it with his fight against Taku.
I think he had the Sharingan before and
right.
Chidori after.
Chidori was in between the.
Maybe he just got like more Tomei. Maybe that's what happened. I don't fucking remember. But I mean, you have to remember that like, what's Sasuke gonna do against Orochimaru? Like,
No, but
I'm
the
pretty
issue is
sure.
he was putting up a fight. Like,
Well, I think that's just Orochimaru humoring the poor kid.
Yeah,
I think so too.
okay, fair enough, maybe.
'Cause, like, I'm pretty sure the third Hokage said, "Yeah, there's nobody who can defeat Orochimaru." Like, I'm pretty sure he said that like during his fight against him. Like at that point in the story, Orochimaru is unbeatable, which is why he was only able to take away his arms.
I mean, Jiraiya was there.
Jiraiya would have destroyed Orochimaru. He was way stronger. Don't give me any of that.
Well,
Jiraiya is way stronger.
But Jiraiya came afterwards.
Jiraiya was there training Naruto in middle of the Chunin exams.
Is
Then he heard that they were going to attack, so he
Yeah.
took a vacation.
Yeah, that's where he learned the summoning.
That's right. He did learn the summoning.
And speaking of
Oh,
learning the summoning,
yeah.
which a lot of people don't like talking about,
For some reason, I thought he came afterwards.
why did Naruto
Also,
summon Gamapunta to sit on Neji? That would have been sick. And oh, please, the whole digging underground thing when he had a clone line. What was that supposed to be?
Dude, that was badass. What do you mean?
That made no sense.
I mean, yeah. It doesn't
You ever
make
played
sense,
Dig
but,
Dug?
like,
Sorry?
You ever played Whack-A-Mole?
Yeah, well, Naruto's
It's
not a mole.
strategic. It's strategic.
Yeah, I guess. Well, anyway, Chunin exams was amazing. But I still think Hakusho was better. But the Chunin exams won! Yay!
If you look closely at the bracket, who is it that lurks below the winner's title?
Yeah,
Lord Twiggo himself. Lord Twiggo wins, and that's the end of the stream, guys. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for making the bracket. It was awesome.
Of course, anytime.
Yeah. Next time, let's try to not kill My Hero Academia right in the beginning. What say you?
I actually like My Hero Academia. I don't know, like I don't even know. I just don't like the tournament of My Hero Academia that much. Or
I think
Todoroki.
next time
It's great, though.
you make the bracket, you'll give it to me, and I'll switch some spots.
No,
That'd
I'm
be
the one in
horrible.
control.
That'd be terrible.
No.
You freak out. Oh my god.
I'd be so sad. Yeah, I
Yeah,
actually
me-
put thought into this. Like,
I
if
know.
you
I
look
know.
at, if you look, you put the Dark Tournament on the top left. You got Ippo on the bottom and Dragon Ball. You got Naruto top right, and then I put Soma. That was my thought process. Was I was gonna be like Soma, Naruto, Dark Tournament, and Ippo and or Dragon Ball. So I kind of like separated them to make it a fair contest.
Yeah. Well, Eric Holloway, even though it's too late, says the Dark Tournament has Bui versus Hiei, and he's right.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
He's
It's-
right. Well, if I missed any donations, thank you very much for donating. If I missed any witty comments and sarcastic assholery, I apologize for missing that as well. Thank
sure you
you
did.
so much for coming, everyone. The Tuning Exams has claimed victory on this fine day. And that's basically it. Go subscribe to these guys. They're all awesome in their own way, which is pretty crazy. We have, All Day Anime, who's always here, thankfully. Link to his Twitch and to his YouTube is in the description. We
Arigato
have
gozaimasu.
Yes, we have. You're welcome. Too spooky. A pretty spooky dude who makes the best top 10s on YouTube.
Oh, you're too kind.
Yes.
I agree with that statement.
Oh. And link to him is also in the description. We have Frankie, One Piece up and comer, and future Yonko of One Piece YouTubers.
Yes, and I have a special 15K video coming up in like a little less than 100 subs. So
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, guys, let's get him to 15K.
You guys got to get over there.
Yeah, link in the description. And we also have Mudan TV, a hilarious AniTuber with some wonderful editing skills.
Thanks.
Extremely underrated.
Extremely underrated. And all he says is thanks to show off his wit and glory.
I'm trying my best.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming. We don't have Animac to do the cringy outro, so stay weird, fam.